First look, Jacob Elordi, Oscar Isaac, Mia Goth in Guillermo Del Toro's Frankenstein. In an exciting reveal, Netflix has unveiled new images from Guillermo Del Toro's eagerly awaited adaptation of Frankenstein. This film draws inspiration from Mary Shelley's timeless narrative, which tells the story of a brilliant yet self-absorbed scientist who, in a reckless experiment, animates a creature. This act of creation ultimately leads to tragic consequences for both the scientist and his creation, highlighting the profound themes of ambition and responsibility. The latest photos, released on Tuesday, feature Jacob Elordi portraying the iconic monster, alongside Mia Goth as Elizabeth Lavenza and Oscar Isaac in the role of Victor Frankenstein. These glimpses into the film's production set the stage for what promises to be a visually stunning and emotionally charged retelling of this classic tale. Produced by Del Toro, the film also boasts a talented cast that includes Felix Kammerer, David Bradley, Lars Mikkelsen, Christian Convery, Charles Dance, and Christoph Waltz. Fans can look forward to its premiere at this year's Venice Film Festival, with a global release on Netflix scheduled for November. Guillermo Del Toro, renowned for his masterful storytelling, is celebrated for his 3 Academy Awards for Pan's Labyrinth 2006 and his ability to captivate audiences with horror, as seen in The Shape of Water 2017. With Frankenstein, he continues his collaboration with Netflix. Following the success of Pinocchio, which was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature in 2023. Stay tuned for more updates on Frankenstein as we approach its release. Jacob Elordi takes on Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro's vision unveiled. Picture this: the frenzy of a major film production thrown into disarray when a lead actor suddenly can't commit. That's the real-life drama that unfolded for Guillermo del Toro's upcoming Frankenstein movie. In a recent chat with Vanity Fair, Del Toro opened up about how he had to pivot quickly after Andrew Garfield bowed out due to clashing schedules, leading to Jacob Elordi stepping in as the perfect fit for the iconic monster role. But here's where things get intense. Del Toro and his go-to makeup artist Mike Hill had already poured 9 months into crafting a detailed look specifically for Garfield, only to scrap it all and start over with just 9 weeks on the clock. That kind of deadline pressure is no joke in the film world, where every detail counts, and it can make or break a project's success. Del Toro couldn't hide his enthusiasm about the switch, describing Elordi as the most perfect actor for the creature and highlighting their almost magical rapport. "We have a supernaturally good connection," he shared, explaining how they could communicate with minimal words, allowing Elordi to nail the performance effortlessly. This kind of director-actor synergy is rare and can transform a role, much like how Alfred Hitchcock and James Stewart clicked on films like Vertigo, where unspoken understanding led to cinematic gold. And this is the part most people miss. Even with the mad rush, Del Toro saw it as an opportunity, turning what could have been a disaster into a stroke of genius. Mike Hill, who's collaborated with Del Toro on hits like The Shape of Water and Nightmare Alley, echoed this praise when talking about Elordi's physical presence. He pointed out how Elordi's tall, lanky build and subtle expressions made him ideal for the part. Think of those long limbs and heavy-lidded eyes that remind you of Boris Karloff's legendary portrayal in the 1931 Frankenstein. Hill noted that Elordi's innocence mixed with a potentially menacing stature allows for a wide range of emotions on screen, which is crucial for a character as complex as the monster. To put it in perspective, in roles like this, an actor's body language can convey more than words, helping beginners grasp how physicality isn't just about looks, It's about storytelling, like how actors in silent films used gestures to captivate audiences without any dialogue. On the other side of the coin, Andrew Garfield didn't sugarcoat his feelings when he spoke to Deadline about having to drop out. He called it disappointing. Yet he found a silver lining in meeting Elordi and sensing that the role might have been meant for him all along. Garfield described it as serendipitous, meaning that sometimes life throws curveballs that lead to unexpected positives, almost like how Robert Downey Jr. landed Iron Man after other actors passed, kickstarting a massive franchise. This shift shows how adaptable the entertainment industry can be, but it also raises questions about the human side of these changes. But here's where it gets controversial. Was it really fair for all that meticulous work on Garfield's monster design to go unused? Or did Elordi's fresh take ultimately elevate the film in ways we couldn't have imagined? Del Toro's track record, including his Golden Lion win at the Venice Film Festival for The Shape of Water, suggests he's a master at turning challenges into triumphs. Frankenstein is set to make its world premiere at this prestigious festival, where it'll vie for the top prize, the Golden Lion, before hitting select theaters and then streaming on Netflix in November. For those new to film festivals, Venice is like the Oscars' European cousin, a showcase where movies get buzz and can launch careers. And this is the part most people miss when debating casting changes. They can spark incredible creativity under pressure, but they also highlight the cutthroat nature of Hollywood scheduling. What do you think? Was Jacob Elordi the destined choice? Or should Andrew Garfield have fought harder to stay on board? Share your take in the comments, and let's discuss if these last-minute swaps often lead to better outcomes or just added stress.